Alright, welcome back, boyglings. I am the expert master of disaster from one and only boy, Sears and Omega Scroller, and we are back with more Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I slept a little bit longer than I wanted to. Because it's an ongoing thing. I didn't set my alarm today. So because I didn't set my alarm, I didn't wake up on time. Whoopsie daisy. It happens. Anyways, today we are going to be going over the Crossroads of Chaos. Let's jump in. So this, okay, so 1600, 604 Starfire Tuner. When it does battle damage to your opponent, it does 300 damage to your opponent. I know. Don't worry, I know. I'm usually a little bit late. I set my streams around 3 o'clock, just as a general time. But I'm usually never here at 3 o'clock. Anyone that's here normally will tell you I'm usually not here around 3 o'clock. It's usually around 4 o'clock or 3:30. That's just how it is for me. I am even worse about being on time to my streams than Bay is. So let's see, this card's not bad, but because it's a 1600 hack, it's 5 AM, oh my god. What are you doing up at 5 AM? You should be sleeping! Go sleep! Sleep is important! Healing Wave Generator. 800, 1600, 4 stars, Light Machine. Once per turn, you can select another face-up monster you control to gain life points equal to that monster's level times 100. Using this for its boss. I'm assuming you work night shift then, huh? I've worked night shift before. It was an experience. Nah. Sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. Sounds like a lot of fun. So the Rose is your... This card right here is what you're using for its boss. Is what you're saying, Liquid. I don't know what or not Liquid, Bane. I love how you hook away the username, so I don't even know who's who anymore. Thanks, YouTube. Making it impossible to tell who's who. Turbo Synchron. 100, 500, 1-star Wind Machine Tuner. When it declares an attack, it changes the attack target defense. When you take battle damage while this card's attacking, you... What? This card sucks. This card just sucks. Why would you ever attack with it? Mad Arc Speed. 1800 0 stars for... or 0 stars. 0 defense is very, very old. Yeah. 4 stars Dark Fiend. If this card attacks a defense, ooh, it has very Meteor Crush. If this face of attack card is hard hit for an attack, change the defense. Ew. Okay, so it's very easy to just kill this guy. I kind of make some not as valuable, I feel. I mean, if you can get his attack really high and hit a defense monster, it might be okay, but like, the fact that you could just put him in defense just by attacking him makes him kind of crap, I feel. Wall of Ivy. 300, 1200, 2 stars, Plant Earth. Flip. Special summon 1 Ivy token in defense to your opponent's side of the field. When this token is destroyed, its controller takes 300 damage. Okay. I don't feel like this is worth putting into, well... Yeah, I feel like this isn't worth putting into, your deck at all. Copy Plant. 0-0 Plant. 1 star win Hooner. Once per turn, you can target one other plant type monster on the field that has a level. This card's level becomes that monster's current level. Okay. But it's a 0/0. What's that gonna do? Oh, wait, I see what you're doing. Never mind, it's a Hooner. You're using it for the Hooner effect, not for the attack. Okay, I gotcha. Mortronic Selfin. 100/100 star Earth Machine. While in attack, once per turn you can roll a 6-sided die. Reveal cards from top of your deck equal to the roll, and special summon one level 4 lower Mortronic monster from among them, ignoring the summoning conditions. Summon the rest in your deck, okay? And while it defends, you can roll a 6-sided dice, look at cards from top of your deck equal to the roll, and return them in the same order. I have a feeling the Mortronics are all going to be doing attack, defense, dice-related stuff. I just have a feeling. Magnum. Or it's just attack, defense in general. 800 for each stars, Earth Thunder. While in attack, if your opponent controls a face-up monster, this card can only select their highest attack monster as an attack card. What? While in defense, your opponent cannot select another monster as an attack. I mean, it's kind of garbage. Unless there's something that makes these guys good. 1200/600, 3 stars Fire Pyro. Attack! Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster and inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Defense! You can inflict 300 damage to your opponent. It's kind of a weaker cannon soldier. Also, hello, Hate. It's basically a weaker cannon soldier. I'm noticing that they're bad. Boomboxing! 100/400 4 stars Earth Machine. In attack, it can attack twice during each battle phase. In defense, when a force-up Mortronic monster you control is armed for an attack, you can negate the attack. Meh. Cameron. 800. They're all low active defense. 800/600 2 stars Light Machine. In attack, when this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 level 4 and lower Mortronic monster from your hand or graveyard, except this guy. In defense, Mortronic monsters on the field cannot be hit by effects. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of different hypes they're trying to do. Radion. A powerful dragon. Oh. 1,900 4 stars Thunder Light. In attack, Mortronic monsters you control gain 800 attack. Defense, Mortronic monsters you control gain 1,000 defense. This guy's pretty decent. This is what you want on the field. The problem is, it's so easy to get rid of monsters off the field at this point in the game that, like, how odd, yeah, I mean, he becomes an 1800 in attack and a 1900 defense, but, like, you know, clocking 600, 1100 2 stars Earth Machine. Yeah, you're specially now Stardust. Attack! Against 500 after each morph counter on it. Defense! Once per turn, you can place 1 morph counter. You can tribute this card and put 1,000 damage to your opponent for each morph counter on it. That's scary in a Gravity Bind deck. Yes, it is. This is May's theme from Accent Core. We're listening to some Guilty Gear music today because I'm in a Guilty Gear mood. Like, this could be decent in a Gravity Bind deck. Maybe. But it might also be too slow. Alright, Gadget Homer. 1,300 0 stars. Or 0 defense 6 stars. Earth Machine 6 stars? Once per turn, you can send any number of Mortronic monsters from your hand. Hit the graveyard, have this card gain 800 attack for each. Black. garbage. Gadget Driver, 201 stars Earth Machine. I don't know, that card's garbage. If that's what you're asking. You can set this card from your hand to the graveyard and select any number of face-up morphotronic monsters you control. Change the battle position of the selected monsters. This effect can be activated during either player's turn. Garbage! Surge Striker! 1612 stars Wind Warrior! If this card activates down defense monster, you just destroy it while applying damage calculation or flipping it. That's pretty good. That's a good effect. If you do, this card changes the defense at the end of the battle phase. This card's battle position. Okay, so it does. It becomes Goblin at half force. It's Sasuke Samurai, but as a Goblin. Yeah, battle position doesn't really matter for the most part. Pursuit Chaser, 400, 600, 3 stars Earth Machine. When a defense monster is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. I don't know how valuable that would be, in all honesty. Iron Chain Repairman. 1204 stars Earth Warrior. When this card destroys a monster by battle sends it to the graveyard, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. There's a lot of burn happening in this set. Once per turn, you can summon one level 4 or lower Iron Chain monster from your graveyard, except this guy. This card cannot attack a turn you activate this effect, so Iron Chain is another type. This is like the second type of this set, okay. Iron Chain Snake. 803 stars Earth Reptile. During your main phase, you can equip this card and one face-up monster your opponent control. That monster loses 800 active defense. When it is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, its controller sends cards equal to its level from off their deck to the graveyard. I don't think this is really that great, in all honesty. Unless there's something to do with the, with this effect, with the discard effect. Iron Chain Blaster. 1100 2 stars Earth Warrior. Once per turn, you can send one Iron Chain monster you control at the graveyard and inflict 800 damage to your opponent. It doesn't seem like there's that many Iron Chains, though. That's the problem. I only see 4 at the moment. Iron Chain Coil. 1104 stars Earth Machine. Once per turn, you can select one Iron Chain monster you control half a game 300 active defense, as long as this card's face upon the field. You know, that's a good question. It says its controller, right? Where is it? When it is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, its controller I would assume that's your opponent, actually, because your opponent's the one it's equipped to. So, if you equip this like a Blue Eyes, and then the Blue Eyes dies, then that's like 8 cards your opponent discards. Ew! This is actually good to throw into, you know, a normal deck. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. It's during your main phase. Actually, when do you do your summons? Is that during the main phase? That's standby phase, isn't it? what's the order of operations? Just main phase, standby phase, battle phase, standby phase, who? Or is it main phase, who? My brain's trying to remember the order. I think it's main phase, who? Give me just a second. 1 second. Who's messaging me? Lock is messaging me. Standby main, 1 battle main, who? So you can just do this at, like, you summon, and then you do this during the main phase. So you're basically using a summon to use this guy, which is still not bad if you're ahead in terms of monsters. This isn't a bad card normally. It's actually pretty solid. Power Injector. Especially if you're running like a discard deck. If you're running a deck that discards cards for your opponent, that's very, very scary. 1300, 1400 stars Earth Psychic. Oh, Psychics are back. Once per turn, you can pay 600 life points to have all face-up Psychic type monsters gain 500 attack during this turn. I mean, that depends on how good the Psychics are. I don't remember how good they are. It's been a couple weeks. Stormcaller. 2300, 2000, 6 stars. Psychic win. You can put your opponent's monsters that are destroyed by battle with other Psychic type monsters on top of the owner's deck instead of sending them to the graveyard. Ew! Oh god! That's actually kind of disgusting. You're basically locking them down. Oh god. When this card is destroyed by a card effect, this card's controller takes damage equal to its original attack. Ouch! Ouch! That's kind of heinous, though. 2300 damage you would pay. Yeah, Goki. Have I seen Goki? I don't remember. Psychic Jumper. 100, 1500, 2 stars, Psychic Tuner, Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 Psychic type monster you control except this guy. Switch control of both these targets, and if you do, the battle positions cannot be changed this turn. Okay. I mean... he is the change apart guy. That could be kinda heinous, depending on what your opponent has. And you get, say, your opponent doesn't even get to choose, you choose. Ooh. That could be very heinous. But like, hey, you have a Jinzo? Here, I'm gonna summon this weak guy. And then I'm gonna change out, you know, your Jinzo with one of my Psychics. That's kinda disgusting. Nettles! 1200, 400, 2 stars, Earth Plant. You know, I'm looking at this guy, and I'm being reminded of that stupid boss from Genius of Sapphires. You know what I'm talking about? That stupid elemental boss. That stupid elemental boss. 1200, 400, 2 stars, Earth Plant Tuner. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you could destroy 1 face-up plant type monster you control instead. Okay. A synchro guy from earlier that just ate some monsters. Oh. I think I might remember that guy. I might remember that guy. Gigantic Cephalophus. What the hell is that thing? It's terrifying. 1850, 700, 4 stars, Earth Plant. That's pretty solid for a plant and an Earth. This card gains 200 attack each time a plant type monster is sent from the field to the graveyard. Oh, it is a Venus Flytrap. That's still terrifying. This isn't a bad card for a plant deck, honestly. That's not a bad card for a plant deck. It is kind of scary. You can make it get pretty high hack if you do things right, but at the same time, again, monsters are very easy to kill in this era. Horsey Hail. Goofy. 400, 500, 2 stars, plant win. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to graveyard, special summon 1 Horsey Hail token and your opponent's side of the field in defense. When this token is destroyed by battle with a plant type monster, its controller sends 1 card from the hand to the graveyard. Ew! The thing is, though, they could just, tribute that token, it seems like. You're giving them an extra thing to tribute. Botanical Girl. Yep, that's a plant lady. 1300 and 1103 stars. Water plant. When this card is set for the graveyard, you can add 1 plant type monster with 1000 and less defense from your deck in your hand. That's pretty good for a plant deck, honestly. It's not bad, it's like, it's a specialized Whimsical Black. Is it Witch or is it Soggen? It's Whimsical Black Forest. Yeah, generic plant searcher. Curse the Fig. No, my fig is cursed! Not my fig Newtons! No! 200, 1-star water plant. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, target who set spell traps on the field. While this card is in the graveyard, most set cards cannot be activated. That's actually kinda really heinous. This is actually very heinous. Because you're locking down 2 of your opponent's, spell trap zones. Until it either gets destroyed or sent back to your hand. Well, here's the thing, Synchro Summon Hero, yes, I do summon Heroes to Grave. But you do have this destroyed by battle sent to graveyard for this active actually kick in. Yeah. Hylian, Princess of Camellia. 2800, 2600, 8 stars, plant win. When a card or effect is activated that targets a card or cards on the field, you can attribute 1 face-up to the plant monster, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Yep, it is a sexy play. It's basically an all-Renee. That's basically what she is. Except, she isn't naked. That's not bad for a plant, honestly. It's not bad at all. Yeah, it's like, we got plenty of all-Renees. They love their all-Renees. Zombie Mammoth! Hey, it's Mammoth Graveyard again. 1900 0 stars, or 0... I love how I say 0 stars. 0 defense, 4 stars, Earth Zombie. Yeah, it's a pretty decent boss. Destroy this card if you do not have a zombie-type monster in your graveyard. Okay! When are you never gonna have a zombie-type monster in your graveyard in a zombie deck? When the space-up card is destroyed, inflict damage to its controller equal to its original attack. Ew! I was gonna say, 1900 hack zombie's pretty good, but I don't like that last effect. That's disgusting. Plague Spreader Zombie. Oh no, it's Faust. Faust theme is playing. 400, 200, 2 stars, Dark Zombie Tuner. If this card is in your graveyard, you can place 1 card from your hand on top of the deck. Special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay. I guess this is so you can tribute. Oh yeah, guys, it's a good idea to swap control to your opponent and then, make it die. And then your opponent takes 1900 damage. Bound down. I love Hal's theme in Accent Core. Goblin Decoy Squad. Another Goblin. 1,000 stars. Or stop saying 0 stars. 0 defense, 4 stars. Warrior Dark. When this card inflicts spell damage to your opponent, you can draw 1 card. If this, it goes to defense and it cannot change spell positions. So when it does spell damage, you draw 1 card. Goblins is the new Genesis thing. I should look at Genesis and see what it's really like. Comrade Swordsman of Landstar. Oh, this guy's back. Wow, he actually got a retrain. 500 read stars. Earth Warrior Hooner. All warrior type monsters you control gain 400 hack. Yeah, I know it's basically death cost. I'm actually surprised this guy got a retrain of all guys. I mean, 400 hack isn't bad. Like, the thing about this, like, people would probably scoff at this, but, like, back in the day, like, when I was doing the Yu-Gi-Oh games and using a low hack people, like, Witch's Apprentice, that gave, like, 500 hack Dark Monsters, that actually mattered. That actually mattered a lot. Like, sure, you could kill off the low-level Witch's Apprentice, but, like, that's still very, very strong. It's probably not strong anymore because, you know, again, so easy to stop monsters. Marine Captain is a 3 stars. That is true. Who, this guy? Yeah, I forgot about Marine Captain, because Marine Captain makes it so you cannot target any other warriors except Marine Captain, right? So that one, what is it? He's, is Marine Captain at 1200? I think he's at 1200 to hack, right? This would make him a 1600 to hack with that. And if you use, like, the A-Forces, that's, with just these 2 guys, that's 400 more hack, so he becomes a 2,000 hack. It's actually scary. Yeah, I remember back in the day we used to do that with our warrior. That's summon a Marine Captain, and a Marine Captain, and it's like, well, what do? You can't hack the Marine Captain because Marine Captain's out. It's like Solar Flare Dragon. You can't hack Solar Flare Dragon because Solar Flare Dragon's also out. Haniwata. 200, 300, 1-star Light Fairy Hooner. You can discard this card. You take no effect damage this turn. Here's a Command Knight. She gives 400 more hack. A Command Knight. A Command Knight. Yeah, you're using this for the effect. I mean, Command Knight. Command Knight. Command Knight. Let me see if this Command Knight. Do I remember you? Whose theme is this? Is this Axel's? Load! Sight! Load! It's being slow. Whatever, it's being slow. White Stone of Legend. 300, 250, 1-star Light Dragon Hooner. That's a dragon? That's a dragon? See how a different name in Duelist of Morosis, that's a star deck? Ah. If this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 blue. Oh. 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 This is where Blue Eyes decks start really kicking in, I see. Oh. That's scary. I don't know how good the Blue Eyes deck actually is, though. Because this is way after I've retired from the game. Is Blue Eyes is silly? It's good in old days and now? Is there no way of getting Blue Eyes from, like, your deck in the field? Because if there's ways of getting it from your deck in your field, then, you know, this card probably gets superseded by that. There is. This card probably gets superseded by that, maybe. Maybe. I don't know, I can't see other cards. Tiger Dragon. You're not playing vanilla Blue Eyes? There's more Blue Eyes? Of course there's more Blue Eyes. Yep! That definitely is a Tiger Dragon. That sure is a Tiger Dragon. 2400, 1800, 6 stars Earth Dragon. When this card tributes someone by tributing a dragon monster, you can arc up 2 set cards in your opponent's spell trap zone and destroy them. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. That's a solid effect. Is this Viking's theme playing? This is Viking's theme. This is not a bad dragon. I approve of this one. Jade Knight. 1,804 stars light machine. Trying to see now, Command Knight. Okay, Command Knight. Please, let me see you. Let me see this Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Is a ritual? What the hell is that effect? Hey, can you link me to the command tonight? It'll probably load faster with you doing that. That card is ridiculous. Oh, Command Knight. Oh, I remember you. I remember you. Yeah, I remember this card. What set was this in? Oh, it's not in the actual set. But I remember this card, yeah. Oh, God. If you control no monsters, monster your opponent's control cannot target this card for attacks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this lady's pretty good. Okay, so this guy, 1,804 stars light machine. While this card's an attack, machines you control with 100 or less attack cannot be destroyed by trap effect. When this card is destroyed by battle set to graveyard, you add 1 level 4 light machine monster from your deck to your hand. It is great news. I was about ready to say, like, I was expecting, like, you know, a knight within a soul, because I'm like, is this some kind of Gradius machine? Because, like, it is Konami. Konami did make Gradius, so, you know, it would make sense. Turbo Warrior. 2,500, 1,500, 6 stars Wind Warrior Synchro. Turbo Synchron and 1 or more non-tuner monsters, okay? When this card declares an attack on a level 6 or higher Synchro monster, happy after the attack target until the end of the damage step. Scary. This card cannot be hurt hit by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters. Oh, God! Okay. That's, that is just, that's disgusting. That's actually very disgusting. Black Rose Dragon. Pretty. 2400, 1800, 7 stars, Dragon Synchro. 1 Hooner and 1 non-Hooner monster. When this card is Synchro Summon, you can destroy all cards on the field. Oh god. Wait, so... by destroy all cards, does that also destroy it as well? I would assume it destroys this card as well if you use that effect. Everything but it. It doesn't say everything but it though. That's why I was confused. Okay. They probably should have made that clearer. Once per turn, you can banish 1 plant monster from your graveyard and target 1 defense monster your opponent controls. Change target a basic attack, and if you do, its attack becomes 0 until the end of this turn. Ya bye! Ya bye! That is terrifying. You would have to run this in a plant of... you're not normally running it with a second effect, but like, that second effect is still kinda terrifying. Who's messaging me? Oh, it's just a notification of Nemi's stream. Oh, Nemi is not streaming her perspective today. That's interesting. It is pretty strong. That is a scary, scary dragon. Iron Chain Dragon. 2500, 1300, 6 stars, Earth Dragon Synchro. 1 Hooner plus 1 or more non-Hooners. You can remove or play all Iron Chain monsters from your graveyard. Have this card gain 200 attack for each card removed until the end phase. When this card flips battle damage and your opponent's second top 3 cards of your opponent's deck into the graveyard. It's also a main character card in the anime. Which anime? At this point, what's the anime at this point? 5DS? 5Ds. I don't think this is really that great for its effect, in all honesty. I mean, that second effect is very good, though, thinking about it. It does have to do battle damage, though. This card gets used in old Yu-Gi-Oh games. 5 dragons. Oh, that's what 5D means. Oh. I didn't even realize that. As a star deck, really? By the way, for those who are wondering when I'm going to do more Yu-Gi-Oh games, it'll happen at some point. I'm debating if I'm going to do that at night with, when I get going with the Final Fantasy VII Challenge run. I'm debating if I should do Forbidden Memories next or not. Because, oh boy, Forbidden Memories is going to be fun. Oh boy. Psychic Life Transfer. 2400, 2000, 7 stars, Earth, Psychic Synchro. 1 Hooner plus 1 or more non-Hooner. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 Psychic type monster from your graveyard to gain 1200 life points. The DS games, I'll probably get those at some point. I got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games that I can do. The problem with Yu-Gi-Oh games, though, is they involve a lot of grinding to get stuff. And it's like, all the grind! So much grind! That's like the biggest issue I have with those games. That's not a bad card for psychic decks. But it's only really for a psychic deck. Queen of Thorns. Hello. You're kinda scary. Red Dragon, Archfiend, Stardust, Ancient Fairy, Black Rose, and Black Wing. I see. 2200, 1800, 6 stars light plant synchro. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner plant type monsters. So you need plants. Each player must pay 1,000 life points for each monster normal or special summon from their hand, except for plant type. If you want to try Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, if you want to play versus players. Yeah, I mean, this card is dumb. This is a very, very scary plant monster. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro's Echo Pro, I see. It was in last season of anime. That season has not got dubbed. I see. I haven't watched the anime since, like, the very first anime. And I only got through, like, half of it. I quit watching it, like, halfway through because it took forever to get through. And I kind of just lost interest in anime, in all honesty. I also was losing interest in watching TV back then. So, this card is just really stupid. I feel like this is still good even at today's standard, because how many people are using plant decks? The anime is good to just throw on in the background, I suppose, but like, I don't even have TV. I do not have TV. We have discs, but I don't have discs down here. I'm the only one without discs in the house, because I don't watch TV. What am I gonna watch? I could be doing things on the computer, you know? That's more, you know, valuable than, you know, sitting there watching a TV show. In my opinion. For me. Goon Kaiser Dragon. 2400, 1500, 6 stars, Salvi Synchro Fire. In this case, a lot of players play plant decks. Really interesting. And yeah, there's many streaming services, but you know. Plague Square Zombie. Oh, that's why you use that card. Okay. Plus 1 or more non-tuner zombie monsters. Black Rose was stupid. Black Rose Dragon. Yeah. With this card's special summon, you can target 1 zombie monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon that target in your field and attack, but destroy it when this card leaves the field. Assault mode. Assault mode Bat Dragon. I'm gonna need someone to link me to it, because it's faster for me to just get the link for some reason. Black Rose got retrained a couple times. Huh. So this card could be pretty good in a zombie deck. In fact, I can see this being used in zombie decks. Especially a free monster reborn. You just steal a monster from your opponent's graveyard for free. Which is very scary. Okay, so that makes this guy I thought that was useless actually very good. Hades! Hades is back! Oh no! 2450 0 stars. I did again! 0 defense! Dark Zombie Seek. Oh, he's a zombie now, he's not a fiend. He also uses the Plague Square Zombie. Okay, the gate 3 guts of the fat monsters destroyed by power was. Oh! So it's just Hades, but for zombies. Okay. Basically the same exact guy, but for zombies. That's pretty good though. That's not bad at all. At least Hades gets to be used in a different deck. Card wrote here. Send 1 card from your hand to graveyard. Change the power positions of all monsters your opponent controls. Face down defense monsters or flip face up attack. Here's the story why he is a zombie now. There's a story from a lot of these things. I just don't know what the story is. It's interesting that there is stories behind each of these cards, but like, unless you actively seek it out, you're not really gonna know what the story really is. Which is a shame. I don't know how useful this card actually is, in all honesty. It might have use, but I don't know. Seed of Deception. Yeah, let me plant my seed inside you. Special summon one level to a lower plant monster from your hand. Rugged Rose. Oh, Rugged Rose Dragon. Okay. So there's the Rose Dragon. He's stronger. That's a lot hatched. Banish all cards from the graveyard. Oh god. So you need, like, Black Rose Dragon to make... Oh god! Oh god! This card is disgusting. What? Okay, that's disgusting, dude. That's absolutely disgusting. We'll see that later on, but that's really disgusting. Mark of the Rose. Activate this card by banishing one plant monster from your graveyard to target one face-up monster you're under control. Equip this card to it. Hand control of the equipped monster. Once per turn during your end phase, negate this card's effect until your next standby phase. I can understand why. It seems very hard to get out, but like, that's very disgusting. So this card is like a snatch steal. In a way. So you use this in a plant deck, take control of a monster, and you tribute it. Or attack with it, then tribute it. Don't. What do you mean don't? Don't what? I mean, this is a way of getting monsters on your side field or activate tribute effects on your side using your opponent's monster. I will die if I see that card. I've already died from seeing so many cards as it is. Like, Stardust Dragon was pretty freaking stupid too, if I recall. Black Garden is a field. If a monster is normal, special summon face up, except for the effect of Black Garden half its attack. Then, the controller of that monster special summons one Rose Token, 800 if your opponent's field can act. This act loss remains even if this card leaves the field. What, this card or Baron? You can target one monster in your graveyard with an act equal to the whole attack of all plant monsters off the field. Destroy this card and as many plant monsters off the field as possible, and if you destroy all of them, summon that hard-hit monster. This causes one turn kills? Really? I'm trying to understand. Oh. 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 So you summon a token using this card's effect. Actually, no, this is, that token gets summoned, I guess you can, only summon it when it's not by Black Garden. Hey, it's Dizzy's theme. This is a very scary card, though. That is very scary. Factory of 100 machines. I mean, you can still get some pretty strong monsters. Actually, you can just infinitely summon. You just infinitely summon with that card, don't you? You can just infinitely summon. Wait. Wait. Wait, you just infinitely summon. Bro. This is just an infinite summon card. I'm not mistaken, right? It's not once per turn. Yeah, like, it's not once per turn. You can just infinitely summon with this card. Okay, remove from play all Morphtronic monsters from your graveyard. Target face-up machine monster you control gains 200 attack. Okay, this card sucks. Yeah, it's not once per turn. You can just summon, you know, if definitely on your side, Morphtronic Accelerator. Return one Morphtronic monster from your hand to deck. Destroy one card on the field and draw one card. Meh. Morphtronic Korg. Equip only a Morphtronic monster. Each time the equipped monster's battle positions change. Destroy one spell to trap card. Meh. Amazonas got one turn kill. Amazonas? How? Morphtronic Engine. Equip only a level 3 Morphtronic monster. Its act becomes double its original act. During your second standby phase, after this card's activation, destroy this card. And 8 damage equal to the original act. Meh. This poison. It's poison. It's bad. Poison Chain. During the end phase of your turn, if you did not attack, you can make your opponent send cards equal to the number of face-up Iron Chain monsters you control from their deck to the graveyard. Yikes! It's kind of disgusting. You can use some of the card to make your opponent skip his main phase 1 that has to attack. Yeah. Amazonas Princess plus Baby Tiger plus Blackguard. Oh. It sounds like you really know your Amazonas deck, hey? It's almost as though you played Amazonas. Paralyzing Chain. When the card is sent to your opponent's graveyard by a card effect, Ooh! Ew! Ew! That's kind of disgusting! That's actually disgusting with some decks. Oh god! Teleport. I love how this is just a card. There's a lot of yeah. I'm surprised it's not banned still. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters, you can pay 800 life points and for summon one psychic type monster from your hand. Scary compared to all the psychic type you can summon. That grass. That grass looks greener. If you have more cards in your deck than your opponent does, send cards off of your opponent. What? Dude, this is just a one-turn kill. You can effectively one-turn kill with this card. Yeah, I understand why. You make your opponent discard cards, and then you use this, and then you use the effect that makes your opponent discard cards? Or, so, I can understand the, why that's kind of banned. What was it I was speaking of? That was... Wait, no, it was with, Wait. What combo am I thinking of? How many cards are in here? 99. Psychokinesis! Psychokinesis! If you control a psychic type monster, target one card off the field, destroy it, if you do 8,000 get yuck. Miracle Fertilizer. It's time for me to cry. It's banned, I see. Okay. That's a lot. Hex. You can negate the face and destroy the card. Okay, what's for target one level 9 or lower monster? Level 9 or lower monster? That's like the first time I've seen anything deal with level 9. That's scary, actually. That's kind of scary. Once per turn, you can target one plant monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. You cannot normal summon set during the turn you special summon this with this effect, even if this card leaves the field. If monster special summon by this effect leaves the field, destroy this card. It sounds terrible. Fragrant Storm. Target one plant monster on the field. Destroy that target. If you do, draw one card. Then if that card is a plant type monster, you can reveal it and draw one more card. Okay. I don't know how good that really is. It's bad for being an easy... I see. The World Tree! It's Fauna's Tree! Each time a face-up plant type monster on the field is destroyed, place a flower counter on this card. You can remove any number of flower counters from this card to activate these effects. One counter. Target one plant monster on the field. That target gains 400 attack and defense until the end of this turn. Two counters. Target one card for field. Destroy it. Three counters. Target one plant monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. It seems like it could be a, it's a very good plant card. Yeah, it probably is too slow now, but this does seem really good for a plant, deck. Ever living Underworld Cannon. Once per turn, when a zombie monster is special summoned in your cycle. Okay. Like the world failed who calculates if the main forces are good, will basically active that tree. I see. I mean, is Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is what keeps the planet alive. Yeah, it was okay. I'm looking at this and like, if you get 3 of these out, that's just 2,400 damage in the same turn. That's just 2,400 damage. Unless it's only once per turn, which is just per card. Or, you can only do it once even if you have copies of the card. Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Main villains were basically trying to pull a FF9 Garland. Ah. If only you control a Spellcaster monster. That's a weird sentence. Your opponent cannot activate spell cards. If you control no spellcaster monsters, you cannot activate spell cards. Yeah, because you're just... Why wouldn't you use this in a spellcaster deck? It is BS. It's complete BS. You're locking down, like, a lot of cards. It's why it's like you can only use one of them in Genesis. Omega Goggles! Equip only a monster you control. Once per turn, you can look at one random card in your opponent's hand. The equipped monster cannot act turn to activate this effect. attack her and you activate this effect. Yeah, spellcasters are not hard to summon, like, at all. This card is kind of whatever. Battlemania? Yeah, it's not really worth it. Activate only during your opponent's standby phase. All basic monsters your opponent controls are changed to attack mode. It cannot change their battle positions this turn. All monsters your opponent currently controls must act as turn if able. Oh. Oh. This card could be pretty dumb. I can see how this card could be very, very dumb. That's pretty disgusting. Confusion Shaft. Activate only when your opponent declares a second direct attack in the same battle phase. Conduct battle between the attacking monster and the first monster that attack directly. Other effects cannot be activated during this. It's kind of like last turn in a way. Yeah, I remember Black Gargan, yeah. Oh god! Oh god! Yeah! Okay, yeah, Black Gargan. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Urgent Hooning. During the battle phase, immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster and use the monsters you control. Okay? Okay. Synchro Strike. Target Synchro Summon monster gains 500 after each synchro material monster use. Summon it at end phase. And there's better things you can do against this card. Primal Roar. During damage calculations, your opponent battles an opponent's monster with a higher attack. Pay life points equal to the difference in attack. Your monster gains attack equal to that difference plus 300 during damage calculation only. Is at bare minimum, yeah. This card, I mean, it's if you really want that monster dead, but at the same time, Revival Gift. Select one Huna monster from your graveyard, special summon it. Its effects are negated. Special summon 2 gift bean tokens, 1500 in your opponent's side for field. Yeah, you kinda do want effects, yeah. I don't know if this is really super good. It's okay, but like it's not the greatest. Lineage of Destruction. Activate only during a turn in which you destroy a defense monster your opponent controls. Select one level 8 monster you control. During this turn, the selected monster can attack twice. That sounds like it could be very, very scary. That sounds like it could be very scary depending on how you activate this. Doppelganger! When you take damage from the effective monster your opponent controls, inflict the same amount of damage to your opponent. Well, this just, this kind of counters, gravity or burn depths. Yikes. This counters burn depths hard, in a way. Morph Transition. Call it premature when one is. Yeah. Activate only when a face-up Mortronic monster you control is selected as an attack target. Negate the attack and change the battle position of the selected Mortronic monster. Meh. Mortronic Monotron. When a Mortronic monster is summoned, you can change meh. This is bad. Psychic Trigger. Activate only when your life points are lower than your opponent. Select 2 psychic type monsters in your graveyard. Remove them from play and draw 2 cards. Psychics. Polynosis. This poor guy. When a monster would be normal or special summon, Or a spell trap card is activated. Tribute one plant monster, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. That's okay for a plant deck. It stops stuff. Bamboo Scrap. Tribute one plant monster. Special summon 2 plant tokens, 800, 500, and your opponent's side of the field in defense. Honestly, summoning all this stuff on your opponent's side of the field makes it so that they can't summon any of their good stuff too. So I can see where summoning all these tokens on your opponent's side of the field can really mess them up. Plant food chain. Oh no, the lake is being eaten. Target one plant type monster you control. Equip this card to that target. It gains 500 act. If this card is destroyed by a card that while equipped, you can target one plant type monster in your graveyard and summon that target. That's not bad, honestly. It can work with too high risk, yeah. This is honestly not bad. It lets you get, you know, another plant. Any type of plant, really. So this is really good. This is actually very good for plants. Trap of the Imperial Tomb. When a salty monster is special summoned from your opponent's graveyard to your field, target 2 cards off the field, destroy them. I mean, this is so situational. It's not really that good. DNA checkup. Select one face down monster you control. Your opponent declares 2 attributes. Reveal the selected monster. If its attributes one of the declared attributes, your opponent draws 2 cards. If not, you draw 2 cards. I mean, I don't know if this is actually valuable at all. It sounds like crap, honestly. Ghosts and Max. Oh, it's limited. Each player can only control one attribute of monster. Oh. Bro, what the hell? Dude. This is like, yeah, this card's busted. This card's absolutely busted. Why is it not permanently banned? This card is busted. No. I disagree. I disagree with this card. I disagree with this card. This card is a bad card. Giant trap hole. Yeah, Baron. When 2 or more monsters are special summoned at the same time, destroy all monsters off the field. Oh. That's scary. That's very, very scary. It's gimmick, yeah, but like, in this day and age, well, I mean, it's at the same time. I don't know how easy that is to do. It might be easy to do, I'm not sure. Siege of Flame. 1203 stars, Fire Plant. When this card you control is destroyed by a card effect sent in your graveyard, you can target one level 4 or lower plant monster in your graveyard except the Sea of Flame. Special summon that target, and if you do, special summon one Siege token 0/0, and your opponent's side of the field, it depends. This token cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. Yeah, trap cards are just too slow in general, sadly. This is a very good card for a plant deck, though. This is a very, very good card. I approve that one. Cactus Fire! I was expecting Pokemon, is not Pokemon. 1900 404 stars Earthland. Seems good so far. 1900 Land. If this card battles or destroys an opponent's monster by battle, special summon one Neo Pokemon 500 from your opponent's side for field defense. Is Pokemon Kogi. This is a good card. This is a good card. There's ways of making this work very good. If you have very Meteor Crush Kogic monsters, if you're making like a Fairy Meteor Crush hype deck, this guy's terrifying. This guy makes Fairy Meteor Crush deck scary. Overdrive, teleport her. 2100, 1200, 6 stars, Light Psychic. This card cannot be special summoned. You can pay 2,000 life points and special summon 2 level 3 psychic type monsters from your deck. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up off the field. Meh, Psychics. I don't know how good Psychics actually are. Raijin! All light monsters you control gain 100 for each light monster in your graveyard. During your end phase, destroy one light monster your opponent control. There can only be one face-up Raijin on the field. This sounds absolutely scary for a light deck. But at the same time, you gotta kill a light guy. Raimei. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 2 or lower light monster from your deck to your hand. That doesn't really seem that great. Gladiator Beast! Ratiari, Gladiators are back. Okay, so you do the same thing. You can target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. At the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, yeah, okay. So, when it gets special summoned by Gladiator Beast, it just, okay. It's okay again. Knights and Sorcerer. 1300, 400, 2-star, Earth, or a Dark Spellcaster Hooner. When this card is special summoned, you can target up 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish them. Yeah. Tempest Magician. 2200 for, oh, it's banned! 1400 6 stars, Dark Spellcaster Synchro. 1 Hooner plus 1 award, non-Hooner Spellcaster. Why are you banned? When this card is Synchro summoned, place 1 spell counter on it. Once per turn, you can discard any number of cards, place 1 spell counter on the monster you control for each card you discarded. You can remove all spell counters off the field and inflict 500 damage on your opponent for each. I see. That's actually very stupid. If you have a draw deck, you can one-turn kill with this very easily. That's dumb. Another Trapple. Treacherous Trapple. If you have no traps in your graveyard, target 2 monsters off the field, destroy them. I mean, this is garbage. Puppet Master. 006 stars, Dark Fiend. When this card is tribute summon, you can pay 2,000 life points to target 2 fiend monsters in your graveyard. Special summon ghost targets, but they cannot attack this turn. That sounds scary if done right. Oh yeah, the song playing is the back end for Guilty Gear Accent Core. when you get a bad ending, you hear this song. Time Machine. When the monster is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, special summon that monster at the same field it was, and the same battle position it was when it destroyed. Interesting. Very interesting. Is it good? I don't know, but it seems like you can set up a bunch of gimmicks with it. Iris Cannon. Tribute any number of monsters except tokens. Your opponent sends an equal number of spells for protect the graveyard, or all their spells if lower than the number of tributes. Ew! Ew! That's a way of just making them lose a whole bunch of cards. Ew! There's a lot of combos that can happen off this. Ew! Machine Lord, 650 stars, Earth Machine. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. If this card acts or is attacked, your opponent takes no battle damage. I mean, it's a good way of getting rid of all your opponent's monsters. I mean, but then your opponent takes no damage, so it's kind of not that great. Mosaic Manticore. 2800, 2500, 8 stars, Earth Beast. During the standby phase of your next turn, after you tribute summon this face-up card on the field, special summon for the graveyard as many monsters as possible that were used for its tribute summon. It cannot declare an attack if their effects are negated. This seems bad. This just seems bad. Goka, the Fire of Malice. 2200, 1900, 6 stars, Fire Zombie. If you control a fire monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay? When you do, target one fire monster you control, destroy that target. During each of your standby phases, special summon one fireball hook in 100-100 in defense mode. You contribute one other fire monster. This card gains 500 attack until the end phase. This doesn't really seem that great, in all honesty. It does let you special summon it in the field. So, I don't think it's really that good, though. Red Ogre, 2800, 2100, 7 stars, Earth's Zombie. Zombie? When this card's normal summon, you can send any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard, and target the same number of cards on the field. Return those targets to the hand. Okay. So, 2 cards. Gotcha. I don't know if this is actually that good, though. It might have use, but I don't think it's really that great. Neos, Wiseman. 3000, 3000, 10 stars, Light Spellcaster. Wow. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned for your hand by sucking a face-up E-Hero Neos and one face-up Yugioh you control graveyard. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the damage step, this card battles an opponent's monster. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack, and you gain life points equal to that opponent's monster defense. The problem is, you have to do all of this crap to get this guy out. It does not seem that useful. Divine Neos, 12 stars, 2500 Light Warrior Fusion. 5, you must fusion summon using any 5 Neos, Neospace, Neospatian, or Hero monster, including at least 1 Neos or Neospace, 1 Neospatian, and 1 Hero, and cannot be special summoned by any other ways. Once per turn, you can banish one of those guys from your graveyard. This card gains 500 attack, and then until the end phase, it also gains the banished monster's effect. I mean, it takes too much to get all of this out, so I think this is not that good. Botanical Lion, 1600, 2000, 4 stars, Plant Earth. This card gains 300 after each plant type monster you control. Control of this face-up card off the field cannot switch. This is a good card. This is a great card for a plant deck. Very good plant monster. And that is it for Crossroads of Chaos. We are done with that. So, I am going to jump on over here. Actually, what is the next set? What is the next set? The next set is Crimson Crisis. Let's take a sneak peek. This has whatever that is. Okay. There's assault modes. I see black wings. More Mortronic. There's assault modes. Whatever those are. Nightwing Sorceress. Okay, there's a lot of assault stuff I'm seeing here. A lot of assault stuff. Alright, so that is it for today. I think we are good. That was a lot of stuff. I don't know if I think the best thing in there was, definitely the, what you call it? The Black Gargan or Rose Gargan or whatever it was. That is definitely the best card in the deck. Hands down. Give me just a second. Alright, so. Tomorrow will be Mystic Square. We're going to be doing the 1cc for that. Again, Final Fantasy VIII Xenoblades, and I forget what the Void Brawls is, but we'll be doing that. We'll see if there's going to be a fight night or not. Alright. I am going to be sending you guys on your way. Nimi is not streaming today. She's not streaming her POV, but she is doing a collab with, Limelissus, Snuffy, Doki, and Mint. So, those four are gonna have their POV. Nimi is not. I'm probably gonna watch Mint's POV myself. That's gonna be happening here in 7 minutes. Pio is gonna be doing a, Zatsudan, I believe, at midnight. Cecilia's doing a stream at the moment. I don't know what she's doing. At 7 a.m., Koyori's doing something, I'm assuming with, Holox at, I don't know what it is, Chaos Zero Nightmare. Callie's gonna be doing the member stream at 7:30. Buramoko's gonna be doing a member stream at 11 p.m. It looks like Nerissa is gonna be doing Chaos Zone or Chaos Zero Nightmare at 9 p.m. And at 6 p.m. Oh, that's tomorrow. Never mind. Is Koyori not? Oh, at 7 a.m., Sakana's gonna be doing, showing her new visuals. So that'll be at 7 a.m. Is Koyori not doing Final Fantasy Tactics tonight? I guess she's not doing Final Fantasy Tactics tonight. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so that is it for today. Thank you all for joining me for this Zatsudan. Next week will be, before it gets, I'll be trying to finish off Final Fantasy V. I never did take a look to see what was up with the whole ability thing. I need to take a look at that. Anyways, that is it for today. I will catch you all next time. Y'all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night. I totally didn't take that from anyone else. What are you talking about? And I will catch you all up the flip side of the void. Take care, and have a great rest of your day and or night.